Hi everyone, I'm Shubham Johar. I'm a master teacher at Vedantu. We are discussing JEE Advanced 2018, Paper 2, Mathematics, and the question for this video is this. Consider the cube in the first octant with sides OP, OQ, and OR of length 1 along the x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis respectively, where O is the origin 0, 0, 0. Let there be point S whose coordinates are half, half, half be the center of the cube. Clearly, it is the center of the cube and it will be the point of intersection of the diagonals. And T be the vertex of the cube opposite to the origin O, such that S lies on the diagonal OT. That means T has coordinates 1, 1, 1, and clearly here P, Q, R have coordinates respectively 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So yes, if small p vector is equal to sp vector, q vector is sq vector, r vector is sr vector, t vector is st vector, then the value of magnitude of p vector cross q vector cross r vector cross t vector is. Now here, one way is to find p vector, q vector, r vector, t vector and do the cross multiplication and things like that and find the value of mod. Another way is to quickly realize that actually, a p vector and q vector, the angle between them would essentially be the angle between two body diagonals of a cube, which essentially is cos inverse 1 by 3, and which is a well-known value. Yeah. Similarly, angle between r vector and t vector would again be essentially angle between two body diagonals of the cube, again, which is cos inverse 1 by 3. And magnitude of p vector will be same as magnitude of q vector, will be same as magnitude of r vector, would be same as magnitude of t vector. Essentially, they all be equal to half the length of body diagonal. Body diagonal will be of the length √3. So these lengths or magnitudes of these vectors would essentially be √3 by 2. Now, if we can figure out angle between p vector cross q vector and angle between p vector cross q vector and r vector cross t vector, then we are done. So if you see a bit carefully, p vector is sp vector, where s is some point which is center of the cube. So sp vector would be something like this, and sq vector would be something like this. So sp vector, sq vector. So sp cross sq, if you see carefully, the direction will be I cap plus j cap, by symmetry you can say. And similarly, sr vector and st vector. So sr vector, that is r vector cross t vector, essentially, by symmetry you may say the direction will be minus I cap plus j cap, by symmetry. So I cap plus j cap minus I cap plus j cap, be the respective directions of p vector cross q vector and r vector cross t vector. So that means they are perpendicular. That means angle between p vector cross q vector and r vector cross t vector is 90 degree. So that means the magnitude of this will be what? Magnitude of p vector cross q vector times magnitude of r vector cross t vector multiplied by sine pi by 2, which is 1. And what about this? This essentially is magnitude of p vector, magnitude of q vector, sine of cos inverse 1 by 3, which essentially becomes 2 √2 by 3 times magnitude of r vector, which is √3 by 2. Magnitude of t vector, which is again is √3 by 2. In fact, magnitude of p vector and q vector are respectively √3 by 2 also. So and multiplied by sine of cos inverse 1 by 3, again, which is 2 √2 by 3. So if you see carefully, your answer becomes √3 by 2 multiplied by 2 √2 by 3. Basically, it is 1 by √2. Check it out. And this also becomes 1 by √2, and half is my answer. That's it. We are done. If you can, observe it this way. So if you are able to see it this way, you can do it very quickly. Otherwise, you may find p vector, q vector, r vector, t vector, where S is a point half, half, P 1, 0, 0, Q 0, 1, 0, R 0, 0, 1. So you can easily, and t, 1 comma 1 comma 1, you can easily find p vector, q vector, r vector, r vector, t vector. And you may, find like this. You may do the cross product. So it's very simple. P vector cross q vector cross product, very simply you get. R vector cross t vector cross product, very simply you get. And then, here itself, rather than taking cross product again, here itself you may see they are perpendicular. Their dot product is 0. So that means magnitude of p vector cross q vector cross r vector cross t vector is essentially magnitude of p vector cross q vector times magnitude of r vector cross t vector only. Why? Because angle between these two vectors is 90 degrees, sin 90 degrees 1. So which essentially becomes 1 by root 2 times 1 by root 2, it's half. So rather than doing this way further, you can just, jump like this and, reach your answer faster. Of course, alternatively, you may consider p vector cross q vector cross r vector cross t vector magnitude. You may write it this way. It will be p vector q vector r vector का box product minus times of it t vector plus box product of p vector q vector t vector times r vector. So you may find these two box products, r vector and t vector, you already know, and then you can find the magnitude of this whole thing. But the best way of doing this is what we have discussed by our understanding that p vector and q vector would have angle between them cos inverse 1 by 3, which is same as the angle between two body diagonals of a cube. Same with r vector and t vector. P vector, q vector, r vector, t vectors magnitudes would be half the length of the body diagonals. Body diagonal length is root 3, half its length is root 3 by 2. And p vector cross q vector would be something like this. I cap plus j cap direction would be there. And r vector cross t vector direction will be minus I cap plus j cap. You are done. Yeah, and answer turns out to be half. So final answer is half, 0.5. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for the next question.